Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad to have you all here. In our previous video, we discussed about the different types of questions in IELTS listening exam, and in this video, we're going to cover the types of questions you can expect in IELTS academic reading exam. As you know that there are two main types of the IELTS test, that are IELTS academic and IELTS general training. So the listening module for both IELTS academic and IELTS general training is the same, but the reading module is different. There are different types of questions and passages in IELTS academic reading, and different types of questions and passages or questions in IELTS general training. So in this video, we are going to discuss the types of questions you would normally have to solve in IELTS academic reading exam. And first of all, I will give you a background of IELTS academic reading test. Once again, the duration of IELTS academic reading test is 60 minutes, as you already know. So it is further divided into three sections or passages that you have to read, and then you have to find the answers and transfer them to the answer sheet. Then the format of the test is you have to read three different passages taken from journals, books, magazine, reports, and answer the questions on the answer sheet. So you will be given an answer sheet with the questions, and you have to find the questions from the passages. You have to read the passages, or you have to read the paragraphs within the passages, and you have to find the answers and transfer those answers to the answer sheet. In fact, it is like a comprehension. In the school time, we would have questions like comprehension, and this is basically a type of comprehension. You have to comprehend what is written in the passage, and then you will find the answers and you write them on the answer sheet. So the reading is not about reading the passage loudly. It is about reading the passage, understanding the information, scanning the information, and finding the correct answers from the passages after analyzing the content, or scanning the content, or you can say comprehending the content or the passage itself. Okay, there are 40 questions in total. Okay, the reading IELTS academic reading has 40 questions in total, while two passages will have 13 questions each. Either the passage 1 and passage 2 will have 13 questions each, or the passage 2 and passage 3 will have 13 questions each, and the remaining passage will have 14 questions. Okay, so there are 14 types of questions in IELTS listening exam. Sorry, it is a mistake. It is IELTS reading exam, IELTS academic reading exam. Okay, and so according to some people, there are more types of question. According to others, there are fewer types of question. But according to me, there are at least 14 types of questions that you would normally encounter, you would normally come across in different IELTS academic reading exams. Okay, in this video we are going to cover only the 7 types of questions, and the remaining 7 types will be covered in another video or the next video. This is because I want to keep the length of the video short, because if I cover all the 14 questions in this video, it will become very long, and most of the people lose interest in the longer videos. So in order to keep the video short, I am going to cover only the first 7 types of questions in this video, and in the next video we will cover the remaining 7s. Okay, so moving forward to our first type of question. The first type of question is match headings. Okay, in this type of question, first of all, these types of questions are quite common in the IELTS reading exam. Almost every other test or exam will have this kind of questions, so you must prepare these questions thoroughly, because they are very common and you can expect to come across these in almost every test. Okay, what do you have to do in these questions? You have to choose a heading from a given list and match it with a paragraph or a section in the passage. Okay, you will actually be provided with a list of headings, and you will have to match the headings to the paragraphs in a passage. Do you understand? For example, it is like choosing a heading for a paragraph. Okay, there may be 5 or 6 paragraphs within a one passage, and you will be given a list of heading, and then you will have to choose a heading for each paragraph from that list. Okay, the list often has more headings than the number of paragraphs or sections. Okay, for example, if there are 6 paragraphs in a passage, the list of answer may include 7 headings or 8 headings. So you have to be very careful while choosing the specific heading for a specific paragraph or matching a specific heading for a specific paragraph. Okay, in order to do so, you must read the headings carefully and analyze them properly before matching them with the paragraphs. Okay, read the headings carefully. First of all, read all the paragraphs carefully, then read the headings carefully, analyze the heading, analyze the content or the information provided in the paragraphs, and only then you will be able to match the right heading with the right paragraph. Okay, keep in mind that answers are not in order. What does it mean? That the heading for the paragraph 6 may be on the top of the list of the answers. Okay, or the heading for the paragraph for 1 may be at the bottom of the list of answers. Okay, so the headings are not in common, because if they are in sorry, not in order, because if they are in order, it will be very easy for you to match them with their paragraphs. It will kill the purpose of asking these questions. Okay, so the headings are out of order, and you have to match them with the correct paragraphs. Always read instructions carefully to check what you need to do. As I told you in the list in the previous video of which was about the types of question in IELTS listening exam, all the questions will have instructions which you need to follow. Okay, carefully read those instructions and follow them. Otherwise, your answer can be marked as incorrect even if it is correct. So now we are going to see the example of match headings questions. So this is the example of match heading question. As you can see, the sample passage 6 has 6 sections. Okay, there are 6 sections or paragraph in this sample passage. Choose the correct heading from section A and D and F from the list of headings below. So you have to choose the correct headings for section A and D. Okay, so this is the section A, section B, section C, section D. Okay, and section F. You have to choose the correct headings from section A and D, and then for section F, write the correct number 1 to 9 in boxes 1 to 5 on your answer sheet. Okay, as I said, there are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs, but the list of headings has at 9 headings. So, but the list to choose the headings from have 9 headings. So there are 4 extra headings. Okay, or out of these 9, only 5 headings are correct, and 4 are irrelevant or incorrect. So you have to be very careful here. You have to analyze the headings properly. You have to analyze the content properly. You have to analyze the paragraph properly. Read through the paragraphs. Try to understand what the writer is trying to prove, what he is trying to say, and get to the essence of the content. Only then you will be able to pick the 5 correct headings. Okay, so and write write the correct number 1 to 9 in boxes 1 to 5 on your answer sheet. The answer sheet will have boxes 1 to 5, and in those answer sheets you have to write the correct number, that can either be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here is an example. So the heading for section E is, so the answer for section E is 6. So the effects of government policy in poor countries is the heading for section E. So you have to write 6 in front of section E. So if the heading for section A is farming and soil erosion, you have to write 3 in front of section A. Got it? So this is how you solve the match headings question. Also keep in mind that I'm not going to provide you with any tips and tricks in this video. I'm only giving you an idea of different types of question types that you can expect in IELTS academic reading test. I will discuss these types of questions individually, and in those videos I will give you specific tips and tricks and techniques and ideas about how to go about these questions or how to solve these questions. Okay, So the heading number, the question number one is done and dusted. We move to question number two. Okay. Or type number two. Type number two is match paragraph information. It is quite simple to match headings, but in this case you will have a bit more information about the sorry, bit more information about the paragraphs than only headings. If the sentences or will have a bit more information, they will provide you more content, and they are easier to match with paragraphs as compared to headings. Okay, these types of questions are also quite common in the IELTS reading exam. You have to match the information given in the question to the information given in one of the paragraphs in the passage. Okay, just like heading, you have to match the information given in the question to the corresponding paragraph in the passage. The list often has more questions than number of paragraphs section. Just like headings, it may have more answers than the passages. You must read the questions carefully and paraphrase them before matching them with the paragraph. As I mentioned in the IELTS listening question type videos, most of the questions are rephrased, and you cannot find the exact wording as in the passage in the question. So it is better to rephrase the questions yourself, and then you will most likely be able to find the correct or corresponding passage for that statement. Okay. Keep in mind that answers are not in order, just like the match headings question, the answers are not in order. Okay, you have to find the you have to match the passages out of the order. Okay, always read instructions carefully to check what you need to do, as we discussed in the previous question type. So this is the example of match information. Once again, reading passage has 6 paragraphs. Which paragraph contains the following information? Okay, write the correct letter AF in boxes 1 to 7 on your answer sheet. So you may use any letter more than once. Okay, okay. In this type of question, a statement may be matching to more paragraphs. Write the letter A and F in the boxes 1 to 7 on your answer sheet. You may use any letter more than once. Okay, in a reference to exchange of expertise between different sports. Okay, it may be referring to section A, or a reason for narrowing the scope of research activity. It may be referring to section D, or some AIS ideas have been reproduced. It may be referring to section paragraph B. So you have the list of sentences or information, and then you have to match each information with the correct paragraph that are A to F. Okay, and then write 1 to 7 on your answer sheet. For example, if a reason for narrowing the scope of search activity is the correct information for the section F, you have to write 3 in front of F. Okay, got it? So these two types of questions are quite similar to each other. Moving on to the third type of question, true, false, not given. These are some of the most commonly asked questions in the IELTS reading exam. What you have to do, it is basically a true, false. You have been doing true, false questions for a whole of your life. So these are not something that you don't have any idea of. These kind of questions are quite familiar. What you have to do is to decide if the information, the question is true or false according to the information provided in the passage. Simple, you have to determine if the information is true or false. Sometimes the answer is not given in the passage, so in that case you have to write not given. So the information is true according to the passage, the answer is true. If it is false according to the passage, answer is false. And if it is not in the passage, then the answer is not given. Once again, the answer is yes, true if the information is found in the passage. The answer is not no, false if the opposite information is found in the passage. The answer is not given if the information is not found in the passage. In this case, the answers come in order. So here is the example of true, false, no, not given questions. Do the following statements agree with the information given in the reading passage? True. If once again, if the statement agrees with the information. False if the statement contradicts with the information. False, the answer will be false if the statement is in the passage but it is contradicting the information provided in the passage. So For example, if the passage says that atomic bomb was invented in 1945, but the information in the question says that the atomic bomb was invented in 1950, then the information will be false. Okay, and if it is not given in the passage at all, then the answer will be not given. Hope you have a good idea of this type of questions. And moving forward, so summary completion is very similar to the summary completion in the IELTS listening. All you have to do is to fill in the blanks in the summary with the with the answers, that with the words or answer that you can find in the passage. Okay, you are given a summary of the passage with gaps. So, very similar. Simple. Your task is to fill the gaps using the words from the passage. Very simple. Sometimes you also have a box of words to select the answers from. Sometimes you have to find the answers from the passage. Sometimes you are given a box of words from which you have to choose the answers. Okay. Always check how many words you can write for each answer if you have to choose the word directly from the passage. Okay. If the instruction, if according to instructions, if you have to write only one word, then you cannot write more than one words. If you have to write two words, you cannot write three words. Otherwise, your answer will be marked incorrect, even if the information you provide is correct. The summary has to be grammatically correct, so it becomes quite easier for you to find the answers, because if a grammatically correct answer will always make sense. Okay, so it will become easier, it becomes easier for you to find the correct answer. Okay, this is the example of summary completion. Complete the summary using the list of words A to K below. So they have provided the list of words A to K, and from these words you have to choose the correct answers and correct words, or and put them in these blank spaces to complete the summary. As you can say, the summary has 1, 2, 3, and 4 blank spaces, but the options available are 1, 8, 11 options. So do you have 11 options, but out of these 11 options, only 4 options are correct. So uh, read the summary carefully, and then go through the options, and you will be able to find the correct one if you have analyzed the content properly, and if if the answer is making perfect sense. Okay, modern cargo handling methods have had a significant effect on. It can be fares, it can be insurance costs, it can be tariffs. Okay, I haven't gone through the passage, so I don't know the correct answer, but these three answers are making perfect sense. Okay, so this is how you complete the summary questions. Okay, moving to question number 5. Sentence ending completion. Sentence completion question test your ability to scan for specific information, choose appropriate words, and understand information. You will need to complete sentences using the words from the passage or the given list. You will be given half sentences, and then you will have to complete the sentences by finding the words from the passage or from the given list. Sometimes you have to directly find the answer from the passage. Sometimes you are given a list from which you have to choose the correct answer. It is quite similar to summary completion, but in this instance, you have to complete the sentence, individual sentence, instead of the entire summary, and you have to put the answer at the end of the sentence to complete it. Okay, always check how many words you can write for each answer, as I have discussed this point before, so no need to discuss it again. The sentences must be grammatically correct. Same thing, if the sentences are grammatically correct, they are most likely to be true. Okay, this is the example. Complete each sentences with the correct ending AH below. Write the correct letter AH in the boxes 23 to 26 on your answer sheet. Okay, consider these are the boxes. Okay, sorry. These are the boxes 23 to 26, and you have to complete these sentences: home medical aids, regular amount or exercise, feeling of control over life, feeling of loneliness. Okay, home medical aids may cause heart disease. It makes perfect sense. The sentence is grammatically correct as well. So the A can be answered to the 23, so you have to write A in front of 23. Regular amounts or exercise can may cause rise in the level of stress hormones, have caused as United States may help prevent mental decline. Okay, so option E makes perfect sense for question number 24. So this is how you have to complete these sentences. Okay, got it? So moving forward to our next question type. So multiple choice. This is the most common types of question you will find everywhere. You will find them everywhere in your IELTS exam. It will be in the reading test. It will be in the listening test. In multiple choice questions, you have to choose the correct answer from ending from a option of four. Okay, always look for specific information in the passage to answer the question. Most often the question answers are paraphrased. Okay, therefore re-paraphrase them to find the answer. I have discussed multiple choice question in detail in my IELTS listening question types. So I am also giving putting a link of that video in the description below, so you can also see that video to understand how to solve multiple choice questions and questions that their answers always come in order. Okay, so this is an example. I will explain it a little bit. Choose the correct letters A, B, C or D. Write the correct letters in the boxes 10 to 13 on your answer sheet. Okay, the writer refers to the film of the train in order to demonstrate. So this is the question number 10, and these are the four options, and only one of these options are true. All you have to do is to find the correct answer and write the number B, A, B, C or D in front of the boxes 10 to 13. For example, if the answer of question number 10 is the impact of early films, you will write B in front of 10 in the box 10. Okay, if the answer to the question number 11 is A, you will write A in front of box 11. Okay, understand? Oh, this is how you solve the multiple type questions. So finally, the question type number 7, classification categorization. This is more difficult type of question, and it is not very common as well, but you can encounter them in your IELTS test because they have appeared in the previous test. So I have decided to include them in my video. What you have to do in a classification categorization question is to classify or categorize the information given in the questions. Okay, you will provide it with a list of categories, and then you will have to categorize your and match them with the correct sentence information or descriptions. Okay, you will provide it with a list of categories, then you will provide it with a list of sentences information or descriptions, and then you have to describe or decide which is information falls into which category. Okay, got it? It is mm, it is more like, you can say, match headings or match information, but in this types you will have to categorize the information. Okay, you don't have to match the entire information, but you have to categorize them or classify them. We will see, I will explain it in the example below. As always, find the specific information in the passage, thoroughly analyze all the categories and the description before you start matching them. Look out for paraphrasing as well. Okay, so this is the example. Classify the following descriptions as relating to caloric restricted monkeys. Okay, so these are the categories and these are the sentences. Okay, sorry. What you have to do is decide which of these descriptions can be classified or categorized as restricted monkeys, or which of these information can be categorized as control monkeys, and similarly which is neither caloric restricted monkeys or nor caloric control monkeys. So these are the three categories, and these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences or pieces of information, and you have to decide which of these information falls into first category and which of these informations fall into second category and which of these information fall into third categories. Understand? I will explain all these question types in detail in their individual videos, so there's no need to panic. Still, if you have any question, if you have any query, if you have any ambiguity, you can ask me in the comment section below, and I will be more than pleased to provide you with the guidance or information or try to remove that confusion. Okay, so with this the and our today's video, it has already gotten quite long despite my best efforts, so I'm sorry for that. Finally, before switching off, I would ask you to please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, and as a token of encouragement for me, because it will prove to me that more and more people are watching my videos. So yeah, I will be encouraged, I will be motivated to create more videos for you. And obviously more subscriptions means more views, means more and more people will find my videos, and our community as a whole will grow. So please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon as well. Okay, thank you very much for watching. In the next video, we will cover the remaining 7 question types for IELTS academic reading test. So until then, goodbye and thank you very much.